Hey everybody. So I am live on Instagram right over here, and then I'm live over on my YouTube as well as my Facebook platforms over here. So I will be glancing around back and forth. So welcome to today's video. If you are someone that is operating a childcare business right now and you are really super confused when it comes to tech tools, I got real fancy, I wrote it on my board. If you think that you don't have tools that you need right now in your business already implemented in order to be able to fully book your program, if you're someone that is running their home daycare, for example, and you're thinking that tech tools, just the term freaks you out, you're completely overwhelmed, you don't know what to do, what to invest in, and worst of all, you think it's super expensive and that you don't have to think about it. Well, this video is going to help clarify that for you. So as I mentioned before, I am live over on YouTube and Instagram all at the same time. So that's why I'm gazing this way. So if you do happen to have a question for me, go ahead and comment underneath and I'll go back and I will answer them. For those of you that are brand new to my channels, welcome. My name is Christina Rizakos. I am an early childhood educator by trade. I have owned and operated my own childcare center for over 16 years. I have 23 years of experience in the field of early childhood education. And right now what I do is I help struggling childcare business owners fully book their programs by teaching them, showing them how to leverage social media, but also how to invest in Facebook ads in order to be able to fully book their programs months after months. And, you know, once you learn these strategies, once you get real comfortable with this, what's amazing is that you can use these strategies for anything in your business. So whether you are expanding, whether you're moving to a new location, whether you're hiring staff, whether you are enrolling for the fall time, whether you want to invite like a lot of people from your community to join you, maybe you're having a corn roast or whatever types of great things you do in your area, open houses, events, barbecues, whatever it is. Once you understand how to do that, how to market your center and how to use these tools that I'm going to share right now with you, you can use these strategies over and over and over, which is really, really amazing. But I know firsthand, working with clients one-on-one, I know that as childcare business owners, we don't really see ourselves as marketers or tech gurus, right? We think that it's too complicated. There's no way I can get this done. I'm not a techie person. I don't know what to do. Every time I start looking into it, it gets really complicated and I just shut down and I just feel really dumb and I don't want to do it. So I just focus on doing what I'm good at, which is basically working with the kids, right? And a lot of people that I talk to feel this way. A lot of my clients feel this way. So I thought I would make a video today to share with you that tech, first of all, doesn't need to be scary. Second of all, you don't need all the tech, on the entire planet to be able to do this for your brick and mortar, your daycare center or your preschool program. And I'm also going to share some free ways you can do this, but also some paid ways as well, because there are pros and cons in both ways, right? Whether you decide to do this the free way or whether you decide to do this the paid way, there are pros and cons, and I want to make sure that you know them before you make your decision. Okay, so when we're talking about tech tools, what that means basically is any type of software that you would have to install or implement in your business. Okay, so this is anything, and we tend to get really overwhelmed when we hear the word tech because we think it's going to be super complicated, okay? But I want you to keep an open mind, and I want you to, to be one of those childcare business owners that's open to trying new things, that's open to, listening to what's working now in the field, and to be someone that is willing to try even if it fails, even if it's hard at the beginning, it does not matter, because these are skills that you can learn. That's what people don't understand. This is a skill that you can definitely learn. So a quick story, when I started my childcare center back in 2004, I was 24 years old, and we worked this business like nobody's business. Like I was in the center with my business partner morning until night. We would open the daycare, we would close the daycare, we would do this 5 days a week, go in on the weekends, clean up, catch up on paperwork. And we did this for years, okay? And one of the things that I never thought of, I didn't think it was important, was marketing, tech tools, things to implement in my business in order to make, day-to-day operations day-to-day operations to make them easier for me. Like I didn't invest, I didn't think about things like that because I thought, okay, I'm an early childhood educator. I love working with the kids. I know what type of program I want to implement. I know what type of staff I want working for me, and people would just kind of, I guess I assumed that people would know that I existed for some reason, without actively doing things, without actively implementing strategies and marketing, and really just getting comfortable with that. Because I was afraid, like most of you are right now, I was afraid. I was not tech savvy. I didn't have any social media presence. We didn't even have a website. It took us years to put something together, like years, okay? But once I started seeing the difference, I was hooked because I saw that, you know what? There's an easier way to do this. I don't have to be trying to find clients or attract people to me manually all the time, that there's things that people have created and developed in order to make our job easier. And it took me a long time to get there, okay? So if you're not there just yet, no worries. I hope that by watching this video, hopefully, it's gonna kind of inspire you to reach out and to do some research yourself and to implement the things that, are gonna work for your business, because obviously what I'm gonna talk about right now it may be a good fit for your center, but it may not be a good fit for your center, and that's fine, okay? So I have a few notes. I'm going to start with tech tools and the free options, okay? Free options. They don't cost you any money, and one of them may cost you a little bit, but nothing too big. So the first is your website, right? That's a tech tool. I think of that as a tech tool. It's an income generating software. I don't even know what the platform, whatever you want to call it, that is supposed to attract more people to your business, right? That's why it's income generating, because the more traffic you get, the more eyeballs you get on your website, the more people you have knowing about you, right? And which is what you want when you're marketing, right? Marketing is basically getting your message, your business in front of the right eyeballs. And we do that by leveraging tech tools and platforms and all these amazing things. So a free way is your website. Now, I know you're probably going to tell me, oh, websites aren't free. No, they're not. They're not. Signing up with a domain, which is your .com, costs maybe $10 for the year. So, that's totally doable. And putting up a website for the entire year may cost you maybe $100 for the entire year, right? That's it. That's not a lot of money, you guys, to be able to send people onto a place online where they can go in and they can read up on you and your program and sign up their kids on your wait list and read up on your educational program and, reach out and book a tour with you. Like, that's not expensive, okay? But a lot of people get freaked out with the website. They get freaked out because it's too hard. They think that they have to sit and develop the entire thing on their own or put all these pages together, and you really don't. Basic information, something that is skimmable, that's mobile friendly, that really loads fast, make sure that the right information is on it. Make sure that, people, as soon as they land on it, that the information that they want to learn about, they can easily find, because no one's going to spend hours on your website trying to figure out where you're located if it's not right there in front of their face. We have to understand that people nowadays are super busy. They're distracted, and you want to make sure that you make this information easy to find. Okay. So that I put this in the free category, because again, $100 for the entire year, I don't think is a lot of money to spend to have access to, anyone would have access at any time, at any time, to go on your website and read up on you and to see what you're about and all that stuff. Okay. The other thing that you can have as a tech tool, that you should have, I should say, on your website, again, it doesn't cost you any money, is a place where people can enter their email information so they can stay connected with you. Okay, so we know this. We hop on websites all the time. As soon as you click something pops up. You want to stay updated, enter your name below. Or, most of the time it's stuff like you want 10% off on your first order, enter your name below, and you'll get 10% off at that checkout or whatever. Like, we've all been a part of this. We've all experienced this, right? Well, you should be doing the same thing for your business. And again, this does not cost a lot of money. It doesn't cost anything at all, because if you have a website, most of the time this comes for free. And it's something that you can leverage when you are, as I mentioned before, looking to enroll. Someone dropped out of your program, short notice, and you don't know what to do. Well, if you are collecting emails actively on your website, then this is it's easier for you to kind of send out an email with the click of a button that reaches, let's say, 100 people, and you tell them that you have a place available, and then start replying back to anyone that is interested, right? So that's a really free way and an excellent tech tool that you need in order to be able to market your center, okay? Another free way to be marketing your center, this does not cost you any money, is social media, okay? And I know that probably most of you have social media right now, but what I see a lot, and especially when I'm working with clients, is that they are leveraging social media the wrong way. And when I say the wrong way, I mean randomly posting, or when they do post, it's just enroll now, right? Book now. There's nothing else about the center, about them, about the program. The last time they posted was like last year. So, we have to be mindful of that. And, Facebook business pages, obviously are free. You don't have to pay anything to create one, but you have to understand that, Facebook will not show everyone that follows your page every time you post, right? So if you post once a year, like 2-3% of people that actually follow you are actually going to see it, okay? So you have to be consistent, and more importantly, you have to be intentional with what you're posting. You can't just be about enroll now, because people will not be engaged with that. They won't like it. They won't, comment underneath if that's all you're doing. You don't want to be a spammer or someone annoying that seems, desperate to fill up their spot. So you want to come off as someone that loves what they're doing, right? That it's your calling in life to work with kids, but also someone that wants to make their day better, right? We want to be attracting the right people to us. And Facebook is a great tool to leverage. Again, it's free to use. You can set up a business page in as little as like 15 minutes, right? But more importantly, it's the information and the posts that you are posting regularly that's going to make the difference, right? So what I suggest, again, free to use on Facebook, is scroll down on the left side of when you're on your Facebook business page, and you'll see something called publishing tools. Well, if you click on that, you can actually carve out an hour or two in your month where you sit and you say, okay, what types of things do I want to be posting about for my followers, or to be able to grow my business page, right? Valuable things, articles. Maybe you love sharing tips, healthy meals. Maybe, you want to showcase, your latest reviews and testimonials from happy clients. And yes, you're going to sprinkle in book a tour if you have a spot. Yes, you're going to sprinkle in a little bit about your program, about you, who you are, your mission, and all that fun stuff. But it can't be just about click here, book now, because I need to fill up the spot right now, right? So what I would suggest is, again, click on that publishing tools that you can find on your Facebook business page once you're on it, on the left side. And then when you click on that, you'll see it opens up this window where you can actually pre-schedule these things online. So I know that time is really precious when you are running your own business, especially when you're working with the kids as well. And it's really cool that you can do this. It's a cool tech tool that someone invented to make your life easier when you are leveraging social media to boost your enrollments or to increase visibility or exposure. Okay, so you can actually schedule out as many posts as you want. And the cool thing is that if you have a business Instagram account as well, you can connect them together so that every time the system posts for you on your Facebook business page, it's going to do the same thing over on Instagram. So you're kind of killing two birds with one stone. And most importantly, you're not physically on your phone trying to figure out what the heck to post this morning, trying and putting anything random out there. Okay. So what I would suggest is 3 to 4 times a week to be posting on social media, inspirational things, tips, sprinkling in about your business and any cool things that you've done, any upcoming events, but really being consistent. And the easiest way you can do that is when you are intentionally creating posts that someone would want to read or to skim through versus just throwing anything out there and waiting to see if anything sticks. Okay. Again, those are free tools to use. Okay. There are paid options if you want to venture off later on, but you really don't have to because we have this free tool that you can leverage. So why not? Okay. Another free, so this is not a tool, but it kind of is a tool, but not really. So if you are on Instagram more than Facebook and you want to kind of gain traction on your business, why not connect with an influencer or another business in your area that is already serving your ideal clients, right? So think of local restaurants that are really big with families. Think of community centers, maybe, I don't know, mommy and me workshops or mommy and me yoga classes, or just any type of business that you have in your area that's local to you, obviously, that is serving the same customers that you are actively trying to find. Why not reach out to them and ask them to do kind of like a guest post on each other's walls, right? They would tag you, you would tag them. This way, both of you are winners. Both of you are increasing visibility to each other's platforms, and that's going to get your message in front of more eyeballs, okay? Especially if you are looking to enroll more kids, let's say for September time. This is a great way you can do that, again, without spending a dime, okay? What else? And referral programs. Again, it's not really a tech tool, but it's a free way that you can leverage your existing clients and past clients by creating some type of a referral program, okay? Where you would basically offer something to someone that refers you a client that signs up. So again, this is a really fun way to get the word out. It does not cost you any money. It's a great way to kind of compensate happy customers that are actively in your program or that have already gone through your program and their kids are, off to school, but they loved what you did with their kids. So this is a great way to kind of compensate them and to book your program, right? Get more eyeballs, get people to sign up, and things that you can offer in return. I mean, it doesn't have to be anything big, you guys. It could be like a $10 Amazon gift card, right? It doesn't have to be, anything super expensive, but it's a great way to kind of get the word out and increase referrals, right, to your business, especially if you've done an amazing job with a family and you offer something like this. I don't know any family that would say, no, I'm not interested, right? If they were happy with your services, okay? So those are a few free ways you can implement tech, and you really leverage the online space to market your center, okay? So let's talk about some paid ways. Now, paid ways does not need to be, hundreds or thousands of dollars either, but this is the fastest way to be able to book your program and to get more eyeballs on your business, okay? The free ways I spoke to you about, yes, they work, but they do take longer and it's more of a time investment, as you can imagine. But the paid ways are going to get the message out faster, right? Coffee. So they're going to get the name out. They're going to get the message out faster. And I love leveraging Facebook ads for this because let's face it, most of your customers are already on Facebook as it is. They're scrolling, through their lunch breaks, when they get off of work, when they wake up in the morning. So you want to be there. You want to be at top of mind when someone opens up their app on Facebook. You want to make sure that your ad that's talking about how amazing your program is in front of their eyeballs, okay? And the fastest way you can do this to reach the most people as possible is by leveraging Facebook ads. Now, before you run away and you tell me this is way too expensive and there's no way I can do this, when we're talking about tech tools, you don't really need anything to be able to place Facebook ads because if you have a business page, then you can place ads, okay? So you're not paying for anything. The only thing you would have to invest in is the actual ad itself, okay? But I do have a very simple strategy that you can leverage that I actually created a video last week or 2 weeks about it. I'll link it in the comments. $5 a day ad strategy, $5 a day. $5 a day with a short 3-minute video showcasing what makes your center unique, right? I don't want to get into details right now because it's going to be super long, but I will link it in the comments so you can go back and check that out. But if you have $5 a day to invest in a reach, it's called reach campaigns, really reaching as many people as you can, do it. And, tech-wise, again, it doesn't cost you anything. You don't have to implement new things. You don't have to go buy a camera. You can use your iPhone to do this. And this is going to get more eyeballs on your business faster, which is what you want, especially if you are struggling right now with enrollments. I think this is the best way to go. Now, the coolest thing that you can do that comes with paid advertisement is that you can actually target your people, okay? Which is amazing because that's marketing, right? You want to make sure that you're placing your business in front of the right eyeballs, not anyone's eyeballs, the right eyeballs. So when you start thinking of, okay, investing in Facebook ads and, putting $5 in, let's say, a day, you want to make sure that the $5 is spent well. Okay. And what you can do inside it's called your ads manager, right? The system that allows you to place this ad. You tell Facebook, hey, Facebook, I want you to find me parents between this and this age that speak this language, that I live in these areas, right? You tell Facebook who you want them to show your ad to. And since you are a brick and mortar, right, and you're not serving countries like Canada, US, and whatever, your customers are local to you. This is super powerful. It's going to get the message out there so much faster to a huge amount of people every single day. Okay. And if you do this well and your ad really resonates with people, then you're going to get people clicking, you're going to get people calling, you're going to get people booking tours with you, right? Because when you're setting up your ad, you have the power to tell them, hey, if you like what you heard or what you learned about the center, however you want to phrase it, then you can click on the bottom and, we've all seen this, click here to sign up, or click here to book a tour, or click here to learn more about our program, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do to kind of tell your audience or the person that's reading what to do next, right? And this is a super powerful way to really boost enrollments and feel empowered over your marketing, right? It should not have to be scary. Yes, there's a few things to learn, right? So when you're leveraging Facebook ads, obviously there's a learning curve, but it's not something that you can't not learn, right? I mean, I had a hard time with tech at the beginning, as I mentioned before, but it really was just me being okay with screwing up and learning what I did wrong, and then just picking myself up and trying again. And once I figured out that, hey, I did this, and now that I've figured out how to do it, then I can use it to hire staff, or I can use it to, advertise about our open house at the end of August, right? So there's a lot of things that you can do, but you have to be okay with it. So it might seem like tech tools is so scary, and, especially when we're talking about Facebook ads, but it does not have to be. Facebook ads are really powerful when it comes to you being able to reach more people every single day, morning, day, and night, even on the weekends, without you having to do anything extra, which is always amazing. Super valuable, obviously, because I know how valuable time is. So what else did I want to mention? Okay, so a few non-negotiables. Okay, so I spoke about free tech tools, right? That's it. Like, we don't need anything else. I spoke about paid ways you can boost and really take care of your marketing with $5 a day, right? Nothing else needed. I didn't tell you to purchase anything else. I want to talk a little bit about the non-negotiables. So tech tools that you have to have in your business and things that you could kind of go without. Okay. So obviously, number one is a website. As I mentioned before, $100 for the entire year should cover your actual domain, which is your .com, as well as your actual website. You can venture off and develop it by yourself. There's a lot of amazing platforms online where you can just kind of drag the image and drop it. So you're not, it's not super complicated anymore. I remember when we back in the day when we had to put up a website and we had to know code and all these things, and it was so expensive and so annoying and so overwhelming. Now things are much easier for us. Okay. So your website, number one, is a non-negotiable. Email list, non-negotiable. Again, free things to implement in your business, but you have to be able to collect emails, right? Because what's the point of having a website and having, let's say, 500 people go on it when you're not collecting anyone's information, right? What is the point? If they landed on your website, it's because they're interested in what you have to offer. So you have to make sure that, there's a place there where you're collecting emails and kind of connecting with them later on through updates or newsletters or whatever you want to do. Okay. So free tech tools that are non-negotiables. Your website, obviously, your email list, social media, free. Be on top of it, leverage it properly with intent, posting valuable information that people want to read about, stuff that's engaging, that's motivating, but also sprinkling in a little bit about you, your center, your open houses, anything amazing that you have going on, reviews, testimonials, whatever it is. You want to make sure that, you're sprinkling that in along with other valuable information. And as I showed you before, if you don't want to do this manually every couple of days, which I suggest you don't because you're going to get overwhelmed, leverage that free tech tool that you get access to when you have a business page, the publishing tools, where you can pre-schedule like 30, 40 posts ahead of time for the entire month. so that you don't have to worry about them once you schedule them in. You know you are good to go, okay? And what else as far as, that's it. Those are my non-negotiables. Now, if you are someone that is stuck and you need help and you want to leverage Facebook ads, I definitely suggest starting with $5 a day and then scaling from there. And that's how you are going to market your center and really put your center on the map. So I don't know if you guys have any questions. I will put that extra training that I mentioned with the $5 a day strategy under the comments, so you guys can go check that out. It was about a 10-15 minute video, but I kind of explained how to go about recording and what types of things to say, when you are creating that $5 a day strategy ad, if you want to invest in Facebook ads. Okay, so let me know if you guys have any questions as I sip some of my coffee. Are you guys? Hey everybody, I see you guys on Instagram. What's happening here? So if you have any questions, you guys let me know. If you are watching this later on throughout the day, let me know where you're tuning in from. And also if you have any questions, go ahead. So if you're someone right now that wants a crash course on marketing your childcare center, I put a link in the description. It's a 30-minute, I think it's 34 minutes. It's a course that I created that is going to show you what types of things to implement, right? In your marketing engine. I call it a marketing engine, so that you know what types of things you have to do in order to be able to fully book your program month after month, which is what we always want, right? So I put the link at the top of this video. You can go ahead and click that and then just watch it when you have 30 minutes. And it's going to explain to you in much more detail, some tech tools and strategies and things that you have to have in place. And basically the mindset behind marketing your center and what type of journey you have to bring someone that's never heard of you before. What type of journey you have to bring them through so that they're comfortable to say yes, raise their hand and say, yes, let's book a tour, let's meet, and let's enroll my child in your program. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you have any questions, as I mentioned before, go ahead and comment underneath. Go and check out that free course, and also look for that $5 a day strategy that I will post under the link right now when I end the broadcast. Have an amazing week, you guys. Enjoy the sunshine, and I will see you guys again probably on Thursday. Bye.